Hello, everybody. I'm Abin Gold. There's a big shift happening right now, a big dynamic shift that is spiritually happening right now. And I feel like the more and more days go by, it's going to get more and more relevant. Show me this shift here that's happening. Show me the shift here that's happening. 1, 2, and 3. A lot of people are going to be hurt by this very badly. Okay? A lot of people are going to be affected by it as well. The shift that's coming in is bringing in a lot of unnecessary changes, but at the same time, it's unnecessary, but it is something to learn from. It is something to go about. It is something that you can take your sticks and burn them in the fire and learn from the experience as the fire blazes through your eyes. This is not just about learning from this experience, but this is also about growing from this experience. I feel like the shift that is happening will be bringing in experiences that people are going to be growing from, and people are going to be learning how to make better choices. But it's also individually speaking, but it can also mean as a community as well. Something so catastrophic that we learn from, and we make changes so that we don't repeat these mistakes again. It's almost as if for a lot of us there was like a female figure or like a female figure who could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who may have warned us. And for many of us, this person may have passed away, okay? And it's kind of like we remember what they taught us, what they said, and all of a sudden it comes into fruition. We're living through those experiences. We're living through these lessons, through these scenarios, these situations. We're living through it. And it's something that can't be changed, but it is something that you don't have to repeat again. Again, it's something that you learn from. It's a big shift that is happening that will result you in learning from it. Many of us who are going to be affected by this are going to be stubborn about it. And for those who are not, they're going to accept it, and they're going to make sure that nothing ever happens like this again. And I feel like it's like something that you put your foot down. So with this experience, again, I have said this could be individual, but I also feel that this is community. With this experience, no one is going to take it easy. No one is going to be able to repair from it. It's catastrophic, but it's also something that you learn from. It's something that you make better. And as a result, there's these stubborn entities here at play, and the community goes berserk. Yeah, there's arguments, there's wars, there's unproductivity, There's a lot of factors that come into play. People who are not involved that want to be involved. And they come in and it's like they're throwing in these laws and these regulations. But other side doesn't care because it's so grim that the other side don't care who loses. Both sides want one another gone. That's how bad this shift, that's how bad this event is. I'm feeling that nobody is resting. I'm feeling that this is like ongoing. This is something that is going to happen for quite some time. I'm hearing 9 years. And here, I have the moon, the number 9. The whole world is not seeing this the way it's supposed to be seen. It's almost as if the world is closing their eyes and the moon is lighting the way, and yet the light that you see from the moon is very grim. It's a light that, shines bright at the night, but at the same time, you don't see everything. There's shadows lurking in the night. You don't see those shadows. There's creatures lurking in those nights. You don't see those creatures. And everybody is holding on. Everybody is holding on. And the whole world is holding on. And this big shift is almost as if, there's liars. There's people who are coming in to this scenario, interestingly enough. They're coming into this scenario, as if they've self-prophesized that they're the key, okay? We are the ones. We are the ones that have the secret, the solution for this, right? So again, a big shift happens, okay? People are so catastrophically affected by it. It's catastrophic in itself. And now you have all these big people, almost as if like they're celebrities, but not really. They can be politicians. Politicians is what I'm feeling. And it's kind of like they're standing in here and they're saying, we have the answer. It's funny because as you see here, there's like a black cat, and usually it symbolizes that there could be witchcraft involved, some kind of demonic possession, hypnosis involved. Again, it's incredible because the way that these players, these characters are acting towards this scenario is quite magnificent because they're very quiet about it. They're blending in. Just like the moon, it's blending in. Very, very interesting. And here we have the Page of Swords over here, and as all this is happening, there is another party here with the Page of Swords. But I feel like the way that they're working is unseen. So anything through technology, database, television, it's almost I'm hearing they're going to be able to see you through the television. And with the magician here, I am seeing major manipulation. So people who are going to be, it's almost as if everybody is affected by it, Everyone is affected by this big shift, this catastrophic event. The world is almost not the same. But it's funny because a lot of the people who are going to be affected by it, they're going to come out stinking rich, okay? And a lot of people who are going to be affected by this, they're going to be celebrating, okay? But at the same time, there's another party here. There's a king and there's a queen, and this king is against the queen, almost as if this king has a better solution than the queen. But yet, one or the other will lead the world to darkness, or one will just lead them to a new beginning. And I feel like the passage here, the number I'm seeing is like 1111 here with the Four of Wands, right? And you have 1 1 2 1 1 2, you have 4, and then you have 4 plus 4 is 8. And in numerological settings, 8 is like the number of wealth. So I am seeing a lot of people being prosper from this. And those who are being prosper out of this, they are going to really shine, But this is a big shift. So whomever this person is, okay, one side they will make happy, and the other side is going to be miserable. It's almost as if the community becomes divided because there are two kings. Sorry, there is one king and there is one queen. One brings in happiness and one brings in darkness, and the community is blinded by the moon, right? And it's like they are blinded by this whole moon. There's something going on here. Interestingly enough, with all this being said and done, interestingly enough, the community becomes divided, but as a whole, they have to learn how to come together, how to heal, how to love. And it's almost as if the one side that's welcoming the new beginning, they're preaching love, but they're really experiencing and delving into a world of greed, of what it's like to be like the other side, when really you have to heal, because there is no side. There is no side to anything being right or to anything being wrong. It is all just. It is all just. But at the end of the day, it comes out to what is moral. Okay? Is it moral to hold the door for someone, even if it's a stranger? Even if it's at a mall or somewhere? Yes, it's moral. Is it moral to, put all the effort that I have in my work? One day I will strive, even though the boss is the one who's, exploring these riches. They're the ones who are able to put food on the table for their family while you're working so hard and you're not even able to pay your bills. So how do we heal? Because if there is no just, then how can we heal from this? Well, we've got to come together, right? We gotta. It's almost as if we need to walk away from what we once knew and realize that we need to grow with what we have now. And we gotta live in the now. We can't allow the way we used to live and the way we used to depend on things and feel that that is the norm, because those ways are no longer. It is gone. It is lost. And because it is lost, a lot of us are lost. A lot of us are lost and we just want to find something to hang on to, something new and sweet to hang on to. Many of us just work as if it feels like a program all the time, and a lot of us are having a lot of issues mentally, physically, and yet the other side is still striving. So many of us, cling to the past. And it's almost as if with this shift happening, you're going to be able to cling to the past. You're going to be able to talk to those that have passed away. You're going to be able to get something, but the thing is that with what has been created, it is not real. It is not real, it is an illusion. And the reality that we live in is something that we all walked away from. It's something that we've all closed our eyes from, because that reality is love. And it's almost as if we are closing that door for love. It's almost as if the world is going so crazy, and all the things that are happening here is because we don't have love. We don't have love for our community. We don't have love for our people. We don't have love for our foes, for our allies. But what if the reason why we're going through all this war is because we have to change? We have to explore what the other side were exploring for many years, and we have to go through their oppression, because life is learning through oppression, and through learning from oppression comes growth, and through growth comes opportunity. Maybe we all need to come together and stop being blind to the reality of what it is. And maybe we should all be moving forward, because it seems like all we're doing is just going backwards. It's a big shift. It's a huge shift. It's a huge shift. It's a huge, huge shift. Spirit, show me here exactly what the conclusion is. We have to answer to the Holy One. It's almost as if we have to answer to God, to our God. Go through the lessons we have to go through. Repair our karma. Let go of what we're holding on to. Release it and accept the reality for what it is. Whoever this person is very feminine energy. So this person giving in feminine energy, she is going to almost stop the world. The world is going to be connecting in a different way. And for many of us, the people who we think we're connecting to are not real. But somehow, a lot of the people here are going to find themselves wealthy. Happy for a little while. Don't splurge. Because this will be short-lived at one point or the other. And this king is going to finally come in. This king is going to finally get what they want. Because you don't mess with the King of Wands, darling. You can screw with the King of Wands, you can throw the King of Wands out, but if the King of Wands wants to come back, the King of Wands is going to come back. This person will bring in a lot of darkness, but it's also a change here. Okay? They're bringing in the darkness so that everybody can see the light, and that we can finally heal. Yeah. A lot of us are feeling this Three of Swords here, right? A lot of us are feeling this energy here, right? Yep. All this is happening is because love needs to rule again. Going back to a time where we were kind, we were loving, we were nice to each other. You know? And it's really funny because I keep seeing the Hermit, right? It's almost as if we are closing ourselves up to prepare for this, you know? And these cards keep coming up, you know? They keep telling us we are changing our ways because we are preparing for a different life, a different world. Many of us are going to feel it temporarily. Many of us are going to feel it for years to come. However, a lot of it is not real. And maybe because it's not real, it's what connects us. It becomes the law. It takes over. It brings in opportunities. Creates relationships, encounters. And at the same time creates chaos. But it brings in a lot of happiness. And success. It's a big shift, I tell ya. Thank you so much for enjoying this reading, for coming through. If you've come this long into the video, it means you really enjoyed it. Thank you guys so very much for watching my video. If you would like a reading with me, you can do so in the link below. You can get my email, send me an email. I will respond to you with what the reading is and what the reading that you want. Website is coming soon. Love and light. Thank you guys so very much.